What's up, everybody? So it's actually official, confirmed. John Berthenol's Frank Castle to have a major role in Spider-Man's Brand New Day. Guys, it's been speculated for honestly a couple weeks now, man, that we're going to be getting several different people appearing in this film, various villains, along with different anti-heroes and other appearances from other people as well, especially after the huge success, which I thought from a Disney standpoint it wasn't a success, but from a content standpoint it was an absolute success what they did with Daredevil and the Born Again, especially those last few episodes. Top notch, man. And which we of course saw Frank Castle join in, kick some ass in those episodes as well. So this is by Mark Cassidy under Comic Book News. He reports here, has confirmed that the trade doesn't have any details, but does mention that both Zendaya and Jacob are reprising their roles as MJ and best friend Ned, along with Frank Castle, which that's going to be pretty awesome. It seems that we might get to see Spidey team up with the Punisher and take on the Hulk in Spider-Man's Brand New Day. So it says Scooper MTTSH is reporting that John Berthenol is set to reprise his Daredevil Born Again role as Frank Castle / the Punisher for a major role in the 4th Spider-Man film. This rumor follows a recent report from Nexus Point News, who claims that Mark Ruffalo is set to return as Bruce Banner, noting that Banner's appearance will be a much larger than a cameo, and Ruffalo will have a substantial role in the film. We've been remiss not to mention that the Spidey Punisher Hulk combo was first reported by the Hot Mic with John Rocca, mentioning that he had heard that the plan was to have Spider-Man team up with the Punisher to take on the Hulk in a street-level adventure. Co-host Jeff Schneider backed up the rumor by saying Green Goliath involvement passed his small test, but he wasn't so sure about Castle. So in Snyder, he wasn't sure, but rumor has it. And Spidey has joined forces with Castle and faced off with Hulk on a number of occasions in the comics. And if the studio is indeed laying plans for an inevitable World War Hulk movie, it's entirely possible that the Banner could begin his rampage by smashing up New York City. Berthenol and Holland may have worked together in the past and seem to be good friends, and we could see a very entertaining dynamic between Parker and Castle as they form a reluctant alliance. Other villains are expected to feature. Tombstone, Scorpion, Boomerang are all rumors following the recent reports by the Disney event in Vegas. I did a video on the different rumored villains. It looks like we got about 8 or so, including the Hulk. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. It says that if Ruffalo and Berthenol are indeed set to appeal, they'll join cast members Sadie Sink, the latest rumored to be playing a Gwen Stacy variant, and Liza Collins Zayas, who we have heard is Steven Yeun's in talk for an undisclosed role, and Michael Mando is expected to return as Scorpion, showed up in Homecoming. Unlike the previous films, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, Brand New Day is the name of a specific arc from the comics and focuses on Peter Parker and attempted to rebuild his life following the events of the status quo altering one more day in Civil War. If you haven't checked those comic books out, it has a lot to do with like Mephisto, MJ, and saving Aunt May, and all these different things. Which I don't think they're going to go that route, but it's interesting. So basically, we're going to be getting my man Frank Castle joining up with Spider-Man, or even maybe facing off with him for a brief moment there, which will be pretty interesting. I'm curious how they're going to adapt the Frank Castle, the violent Frank Castle, blood and gore, into like a PG-13 type of style with Spider-Man and that kind of campiness. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, man. But I'm excited about it, man, because I love the aspect of bringing the characters from the shows in. I do like that, especially Frank Castle, Spider-Man, Daredevil, all of those characters, man. They have so much interaction with each other in the comics, and we love Daredevil, right? Most Marvel fans, we love Daredevil, the Netflix series, and then I think most of us enjoyed, you know, Born Again, and I think we all have admiration for where John Bernthal is as Frank Castle and what he's done with the role. I think that it's probably one of the most perfect castings that they probably have done. So it's interesting to see how it's going to work, man. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. We're going to follow up with any more news that we got, man. So, yeah, man, come back, enjoy your boy G-Mac here. But that's all I got for you today, man. Come back and see me. Until next time, peace out.